God. Jason Allen in the flesh.
God
There
damn
you
it.
go. I was like, oh my gosh. It's going to be a brutal episode. We can't hear you.
You can hear me, right? We're
I can
good.
mess with it. Dude, we live, like, this is literally like Mufasa and Scar. Like, it's too much. One of us has to either shave or cut their hair. Like,
Oh, well, what do I have to? I'm the original,
you're not the original, bro.
buddy.
Uh,
What are you talking
This is
about?
this is my final form. I've always been meant
This is
to look like
my
this.
final form.
This is exactly how God intended me to look like.
Go to Magic Cuts like Doug.
Magic Cuts, my God, like Doug is like he should have a free membership to Magic Cuts. He is the customer for it.
He's the Magic Cut man.
He is the magic. His hair is also meant to be cut a magic cut.
Yeah. That's where he
What
belongs.
else
Is
are
the
you
Magic.
get? What else are you gonna do to his hair? Like you're not gonna give him a pompadour. Like he's not a pompadour guy.
He got a fade.
He got a fade.
Yeah, he loves it.
Well, he's fading away. He's like he's got AIDS or something.
True.
He's losing so much weight every day.
It's true. He's down 5 pounds a day because of the AIDS.
It's all the AIDS. It's just I guess that's what he's always wanted.
People go, "Oh, he's working out. It's full
No,
blown AIDS."
it's AIDS for sure. And it's not even the contagious type. It just doesn't want to leave his body.
Yeah, no, just like he's a good host.
It's the same AIDS as Tyler Shasma has. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah. One just got eaten away a lot more quickly than the other.
The one was just being worn out much faster.
What have you been doing this week?
Well, I don't
Anything?
know. Well, just playing with his tits, really. But other than that,
You look like you haven't left your apartment in a long time.
do I
So,
really look like that?
yeah.
Damn, dude.
Maybe
Cold.
it's because I was used to clean cut AJ, and now you've just become like crazier and crazier.
Yeah, man, I'm fully embraced the conspiracy theory
Yeah.
community. I think all the politicians are lizard people, and
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
like I wish conspiracy theories were legit because they would just explain everything, like literally.
Yeah, it's true. They always like have an answer for everything.
You don't have to wonder why is this like, well, it's because it's because lizard
Yeah,
people, yeah,
yeah.
because the moon's
Yeah.
made out of cheese, that's what it is. And it just explains so much. It makes life much easier. But what I've been up to, just still working on the secret project. But I'll tell you this, Fatty, um my neighbors, they got into almost got into a fight with the neighbor next door. And
Really?
yeah, the annoying neighbors, not that it has to do anything with it, but the annoying neighbors are white. um and
Yeah.
the other neighbors they're Asian. And I'm not trying to be funny or racist or anything, but the Asian guy was parking, and behind him was the annoying neighbor's car, and he backed a little bit into the annoying neighbor's car, not because he's
It happened.
Asian. That just it is what it is. um
It just happened the way it happened.
has nothing to do with race,
Of
but
course not.
of course not. But
No.
but don't make me laugh, this is serious, okay?
It's
uh
serious stuff.
but what happened was, the lady that owns the car, she goes, "This is the fourth time this has happened to my."
No. From the same person? You assume?
No, she said it was from the same person. And then but there's no way, I'm sorry, but there's no way in her head she's like connecting the fact that he's Asian with there's no way that's not going in her head. It's impossible. I don't care. Like she for sure thinks that, like, because she went to his house to like knock on his door to like confront him. And here's the fucking crazy.
Wait. So sorry. Did he do it and just not say anything to her?
He didn't say anything to her. He just went into his house, but she
Class.
wasn't even outside. She was inside.
Saw it.
And I think that's what it is. I think she kind of just like
Watches
anticipates.
him now.
whenever he's like about to park, she just like kind of peeks out just to see what's going on. And she literally,
Right.
I saw this. I was outside smoking a cigarette. It happened. He went inside, and then literally she would like did this, and then she just like walks out and goes and checks on her car. And then like her, I think it's the mother, and she lives with her daughter, which is she's the annoying one with the husband and the kids. And then like, and you can tell like the reason why the daughter's like that is from her mom, because they're both fucking loud and just obnoxious. And yeah, they might be in the right in this case, but they're just so annoying that they're wrong.
That you
You know
don't
what I
even
mean?
care.
they're,
Yeah.
they're just so annoying that they're wrong. Like that's just what it is.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then she's like, "This is the fourth time this has happened to me." And then the daughter is like, "You have every right to call the cops." And like literally, I looked at her car and nothing really happened. And like the hit was like that, like this, like
It was
he's
like
like
a touch.
he
Yeah.
touched
Yeah.
for sure he touched her, but no damage was done whatsoever. He's like, and then the daughter was like, "It's the third time this has happened to you. You have every right to call." He doesn't even report it anymore. He doesn't even come to us and tell us anymore. He's gonna get away with it. Like look, literally like egging her on, like egging her. Even if the mom wasn't
Yeah.
mad,
Yeah.
she's mad
Yeah.
now. And then she goes and she knocks on the door and nobody answered. Like literally nobody answered.
No.
Then she goes to sit on the porch, and then he comes out. They have two cars, the Asian people, and then he comes out with his daughter, and she's like, she said his name something Asian, and she goes, "This is the third time you've done this to me. If I literally in like she's not yelling, but in a very that obnoxious loud noise that's
Yeah.
like I want to raise my voice even more, but like I'm just gonna be so fucking condescending. This is the
Right.
third time you've done it to me. I'm just gonna report it to the police if you do it next time. I'm gonna take pictures." And then he's literally like not acknowledging her whatsoever. He doesn't even look at her. He doesn't even look
Wow.
at her. He gets in his
No.
car. His daughter gets in his car, and he literally operates another vehicle after he just and he just fucking drives away. And both her and their daughter are like,
No.
both her and their daughter are like, like they're just like so fucking.
Yeah.
Nobody acknowledged her, and then the husband, who's obviously fucking been pussy whipped till it shreds,
Yeah. Yeah.
probably in his head, he's like, "That's the way to do it." Like, just this
That's what
not,
you do. Yeah. 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 Just
and
ignore her.
because he's in the background, he's like, "Yeah, you should call the cops." I'm like, "Oh, I used to feel sympathy for you, but you're fucking like so gone too." Fucking all that. It's the one thing I'm not gonna miss about living here is just not having to fucking see these Muppets anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
such
For
a
sure.
they lead such a fucking pathetic, sad life. I hate them. I hate them
Trash. The
so
trash.
much. They're
Yeah.
so trash, dude. Literally, that the daughter, she's literally like the person that's like, I do everything right, but everyone around me is an idiot. Everybody, like, I follow the rules and I do everything right, but yet somehow everybody just ruins my life, and it's not up to me. Everybody
Yeah.
else,
The
everybody else.
constant victim. Yeah. Constant victim.
Oh, constant victim, constant
Um.
victim.
Did anything else happen with this, or that
So
you know of so far?
say it again.
Or anything that you know of so far? Anything else?
Well, like so far, the guy is not parking his car on the street anymore. I think he's parking in his driveway because he's like, "Fuck this crazy bitch." Because she literally took pictures of her undamaged car. Like she literally took pictures of her bumper. And I'm not saying like to defend the Asian guy. Obviously, he's wrong, and he needs to know how to
Yeah.
drive better, not because he's Asian, just because he's doing these things. And but like looking at the car, I swear to God, there's nothing wrong with it. Like he like
Sure. Yeah.
but
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I get that your neighbor is annoying. But I also get that like, dude, cars are fucking expensive. If it's happened a few times, you don't know if something is like maybe been jarred inside or like what's going on. It's also just like there is just a matter of like human decency. Like if you tapped it and nothing happened, at least face me like an adult and say, "Hey, I'm so sorry. It doesn't look like there's any damage. I'll try to be more careful."
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I think
Crazy. It's also crazy to be confronted. and literally look through somebody and go about your day. Like that's like crazy.
Because it's the third
You have
time.
fucking balls.
I'll tell you something about this guy though.
Because I'd hit somebody who did that to me. If I was confronting somebody and I was mad and they were pretending like I didn't exist, I would be like, now you're gonna know I exist. I'd grab a hold of them. Like that's crazy to me.
But I'll tell you this though, I don't think you would come at it in a very cunty way though. You'd be like, "Hey man, like you touched my car, like just
I
like
thought,
please pay attention in the future because if you do end up damaging it, I have to look out for myself." Something like that. You want to be like,
sure,
"This is the
I
third
agree.
time you have done this. Next
Yeah,
time
that's
I'm
not
calling
good.
the cops on you."
Yeah,
It's like you have to also think of something else too, right? These people are your neighbors. Now, whether you're going to be there for 15, 20, I don't know, your rest of your life, these are your neighbors, right? I
yeah,
understand. I'm not saying just let things happen to you and just don't get in confrontations, but you have to be very diplomatic and smart about how you approach things with your neighbor because these are
I
people that you're going
agree.
to live with forever, right? They're the ones that, because I'll tell you this. I woke up one time and I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but it happened recently where somebody was stealing something from their car. I don't know if I said this or not, but
No,
I woke up in the morning one time and look out my window, and somebody was stealing something from the neighbor's car. Like she was like a crackhead. They literally had their car open. It wasn't even locked. Like I saw
that's
her, she opened the
right.
door, rummaged through it, and then walked away. Now, if I now, uh, if I liked them better, would I have like prevented it?
Maybe. Sure.
Maybe, sure. But
Yeah.
the facts are, I didn't say anything to that crackhead. Um,
Yeah.
I maybe felt better that thing happened to them. I don't know. I'm not
Sure.
confirming or denying it, but
Yeah, because you don't like that.
I don't like them. And I'll tell you what happened too, which is the scenario that I love, which is what I was hoping for happen. I went outside, smoked a cigarette, and then I saw her come out, and I said, "Hey, by the way, I was just so sleepy I couldn't do anything. Like, but somebody like I didn't know if I was dreaming or not, but like I think somebody stole something
It's
from your
so
car."
funny. You said something to her?
I said, I think somebody stole something from your car. She was like, "Oh, really?" And she was so polite with me because I've heard her like
Good.
being such a cunt, right? But with
Yeah,
me, she's
yeah.
like, "Oh, thank you so much for letting me know." Huh? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
literally she calls her husband. She's like, "You fucking didn't close the car. You fucking didn't close." I don't know. She
Uh,
fucking saw. And I'm like, "Yes, yes. That's exactly what I want." They're fighting. Like he was at work. Obviously, the poor guy's just fucking working hard. And just calling him, just fucking like giving it.
crazy.
Yeah, it's just like what a mess of a family. Just what a mess.
Are just disgusting
Your
people.
kid is constantly naked outside. It's just annoying. Like
Ew.
just constantly just fucking walking around. It's just
Yeah.
too much. Too
I lived in
much.
a neighborhood and there was like this family of kids, and I swear to God, like I was like, none of these kids have shirts. Like ever. You never saw them in shirts.
That's a
I was like,
porch family.
take care of your kids.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a porch family for you. That's a
That's a
classic.
poor family. That's a
Any
classic.
porch family, they always have, yeah, they always have somebody that's kids with no
Disgusting.
shirts. No
And
shirt,
the
Paul.
mom, yeah, their mom just looked like someone who would fight at a Walmart, and they looked like trash. And it was just like you kids didn't stand a chance. I
I
try to be more sympathetic with like trashy people my age now because I'm like, your parents were probably fucking disasters.
yes,
Your
a
parents
hundred percent.
were disasters.
A
Because
hundred
for a
percent.
millennial to be super like white trash and racist and stuff like for millennials to not know better or to be doing it, I'm like, you were just raised in it.
You just had no chance. You had
You
no
just like you
chance.
just had no chance. Yeah, you were just in it for so long.
And that's exactly the family that's like that we're talking about. It's exactly
That's
it.
what
Like the
we are.
mom
Yeah,
looks that she can fight at a Walmart. Her mom, the one that was yelling at the Asian guy, she was literally exactly like her. The tone of voice, the loudness,
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
just the rudeness and the cuntiness vibe. Like that's
for
it's like
sure.
yeah, you picked it from her. That's your mom. Like there's no that's the example you
Yeah,
had in front of you.
and that's how it. goes usually, right? It's like even in families, if there's like a brother and a sister, the brother will be more like the dad, the sister will be more like the mom.
Yeah,
So the fact that it's a daughter too, it makes perfect sense. You know what I
abs-
mean?
absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
you probably have more mannerisms from your dad than your mom. You know what
True,
I mean?
true. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's just how that goes.
Yeah, no, I know. Like a disposition to not want to look at my child in the eye. Like these are things that I picked up from my dad, for
Sure,
sure.
sure. You picked up
Yeah.
from your dad. Yeah, yeah.
Not having a meaningful conversation, even if my life depended on it. These things. These are classic dad traits.
And shaking your son before you send him off to school, stuff
Just,
like that.
yeah, it's just patting him on, yeah, patting him on his stomach. I don't know where to put my hand. I just end up putting. Yeah, good luck.
You get awkward like that with like, yeah, intimacy and stuff like that. That's so funny.
He shined at giving advice. Like that's what his strong suit is, like giving advice. But even when he gives me advice,
That's
he
how
like,
he was fatherly, though. That's how
yeah,
he was fatherly. Was
yeah. But the way he
yeah,
gives
yeah.
advice is like he looks at something like if the TV is not on, like he has to have the TV on in order to give me advice because that's he keeps looking at that while I'm sitting next to him. And I'm like, some of the advice would have been more well received if we just like
If you just made some connection with me, yeah, yeah. That's so funny.
he was just constantly like, "Oh, take care of your grades." I'm like, I guess who was that for? For me or fucking the soccer game that was on? I don't know.
You look at people though when you talk to them.
Well, that's the other thing that I don't like is like I don't like putting everything on the parents. Like I think at some point you as yourself
You have to,
you have to
yeah.
shape the life that you want for yourself.
That's fair. How old is this girl though?
Which one?
Like, how old is the daughter? The daughter
So yeah, so the
of your
mother
trashy
the
neighbor?
say again.
How, yeah? How old is the daughter of the trashy neighbor?
So the mother, the matriarch, she's
Yeah.
probably I would say 50s, 60s, I would say, and then the daughter, the mother, she's the mother, the other mother, she's about like I would say maybe 30s, late 30s. I would probably give or take something like that.
Okay, so she's
Uh,
old enough to kind of have her own.
Yeah, but she's the one like the mom. The mom was that was the first time I've heard the mom because I've seen the mom, but she never says anything. She's just like goes to her car, goes inside, like that's all she does. But
Gotcha.
the daughter, she's the one that's like burping, like "Ugh," like literally, like I have my window open and I'm just like trying to like focus on stuff, and I hear her like bitching, 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 and I'm quiet. And then she goes like bitching, bitching. I'm like, you are, and I'm like looking at her husband. I'm like, dude, when was the last time she got you hard? Like, I want to know that question. Like, I want, like, because I'm just hearing her. I've been living next to her, and I don't, I'm like, I'm less attracted to women. Like, I literally am like less attracted. I'm gearing towards asexuality more and more every
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
She's just like so gross, so
So
gross,
rough, just so rough in every way.
so
Yeah.
rough. Like, just like nothing about her is like feminine. Nothing
No.
about her is attract. It's just like an ugly person inside out. Like,
Right. When I worked in like homeless shelters, you would see like mother daughter combos sometimes. And yeah, like the roughness doesn't fall far from the tree, man.
doesn't know.
The roughness doesn't fall. I'm like, because sometimes you'd meet the daughter first, and she'd give
Mm,
you a hard time, or there'd be some kind of issue, or she'd already have a reputation at the
mm,
shelter.
mm-hmm.
And then you'd meet her mom, and you're like, oh,
It makes sense.
all right. You're like, yeah, well, this all
Mm,
checks out.
it
Like, you're
checks
literally
out.
hitting all the boxes. You were fortunate in a way, I guess, because like, as much as like your dad raised you, you had a bit of a different upbringing where like he sent you to school in England. You were kind of around other cultures.
Yeah.
Because isn't like sometimes not eye contact, not keeping eye contact, isn't that a cultural thing sometimes?
Well, I think what it is like
Was that a thing for your dad? Was it a cultural thing?
no, well, because I'll tell you, my dad is like. I'm not gonna say my dad is like this fucking asshole or anything. Far from me. He's a
No,
great
no.
guy,
Yeah.
and he's a great father too, to be honest. But like when he's like with other people, like whether coworkers or friends, oh, he's eye contact and like just whippity have fun guy. Look, he's a hilarious guy, funny guy.
Gotcha.
And even like with me,
Okay.
like sometimes he is funny sometimes, but like I think I don't know. I think like just when it came to raising me, it's because he still made like with my other siblings, he kind of changed his mentality, he became more experienced as a father. But I think with
If you're
me,
the
he
oldest, yeah.
I
Because
but
you're
I
the oldest, you got the most strict version of him.
yes, so he
Parents
can
screwed
he
you
can't get
up.
himself out of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So like it's like kind of like he just kind of kept that still with me, even though he changed, obviously. But
Yeah. Well, it's the
which
same with me, right? Like my brother's 4 years younger than me, and my sister didn't grow up with us.
mhm,
So I'm the middle child, but really I was the oldest in the household. You know what I mean? And my mom was definitely like more strict with me than my brother, who's 4 years younger than me.
yes,
So, and it never changed.
no,
It would still, if anything, even now, I feel like there's more pressure put on me, even though he's a grown man too. He's 31, and I still feel there's more of like you have to look out for, like, kind of boss me around, where we're still protective of him. So that just, I don't think that they know how to snap out of it.
yeah, like my mom right now because they're gonna be moving back to Libya, and me and my brother are obviously staying right, and there's a chance that he might be living on his own, and she's just making like the biggest deal out of it. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my god, my baby. I'm like, dude, I literally lived on my own for 3 years when I was in university.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Like,
yeah,
don't worry. Like, he'll be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like in her head, like it, but that's you just like yeah. I think this is part of like the great thing about getting older is that you start to be more wiser when it comes to a lot of things. One of them is your parents. Number one, you realize that your parents are not perfect. Like that's the number one thing you realize as you get older. Like
sure,
you
yeah,
no longer hold them to that high standard, or you don't get as disappointed with them as you used to when you were younger because
right,
because when you're younger, you like my parents are like they're like there's nobody more complete and more honest and blah 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 all these things, right?
sure,
Then as you get older, you start to realize, oh, they're just human beings like everybody else. They're not
yeah, yeah,
special, right?
oh,
So you start like getting less disappointed in the things that your parents say or do. You start kind of expecting less from your parents either because you're becoming more independent. So you don't,
yes, absolutely. That's a big
right?
part of it too.
And also you realize that that's who they are and they're not going to change. Like that's just like
Yeah, yeah, it's just out of your hands after a while. You can't
exactly.
keep fighting them on it or
No.
like expecting them to suddenly
Yeah.
change who they are.
No. Like
Yeah,
when you're much younger, you're fighting your parents on everything that you don't like. Like literally every time you're probably fighting them. Why is this? Why is that? Blah blah blah. But then as you get older, you're like, that's just who they are. Like they're like my mom's like 53 and my dad's almost 60. Like they're not gonna. That's it. That's who they are. It's just not gonna happen.
yeah.
And so
Something that
yeah,
happened, like my friend Lindsay, her mom died when she was 12.
that's the best way to go.
No, I think Lindsay thought it was a horrible experience, and I
Oh, I
would
mean, she
have
doesn't know what's good for her. Like
was
hindsight.
never like a real like messed up situation because like her mom died, and then her dad met like a new woman like right away,
That's hard.
and the woman was like mean to Lindsay. Like Lindsay is like a
Classic
truly
stepmom.
mean,
Classic stepmom.
like super mean stepmom, like super like horrible lady. Her dad got sick, or I guess like maybe had been sick for a while, but last year, cancer and stuff like that. And Lindsay hadn't talked to him for a bit, but decided to like talk to him again. And like the stepmom is still like terrible to Lindsay and horrible and all this stuff, and sent Lindsay these like horribly mean emails and stuff like that. And then she
Why?
told her dad about it, and her dad was just like, "No, I know she sent those. I was okay with those." And Lindsay was telling me this, and Lindsay wasn't even upset with her dad anymore because she was like,
That's who he is.
"That's who he is." Like I knew he wasn't gonna change. I'm not even surprised anymore. I was like getting angrier for
For her,
her,
yeah.
all this shit. Her dad died. her stepmom had changed the will just before, didn't give anything to Lindsay or her brother. Like this lady was like a horrible,
And he gave her
horrible
the power of
person.
attorney,
But he
obviously.
kind of gave her that power too, and just constantly throughout Lindsay's life put this woman before his kids, even up until even while he was on his deathbed. You know what I mean?
That's like what the fuck? Like, what?
I
That's
don't
so
get it.
insane.
I
Like,
don't
you,
get it. I don't get why you wouldn't want to change, but he didn't. And Lindsay just came to terms with it after a while.
yeah, yeah. Like part of the perks or the benefits of having children is that if you are a good parent and your kids love you, hopefully, when you get
Yeah,
older, they're the ones that are going to be there for you to take care of you. Like, you
yeah,
always
yeah.
hear the stories of kids moving in with their parents when they get old to take care of them. That's because they love their parent. So if you like literally leaving your whole life into the hands of this woman, and also the other thing too, if somebody, no matter how much you love them, if somebody says, well, your daughter's a piece of shit or whatever, then you already know that that person is not a good person,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because literally if they were good people and they cared about you, they would stay out of that shit like
He would just not
completely.
say anything about it. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
none of
for
my
sure.
business. It's your daughter. I'm here for you. I don't care whatever's between you and daughter is between you and your daughter. Like, none of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
business.
Just how
You
it
know,
should be.
it's like the same thing. Like, if you fight with your brother, you don't fight in front of strangers, because like that's not how it should be. Like, because you don't want to seem like a fucked up family in front of other people, right?
No,
That's
no, no. That's between you guys, and you guys do that. You guys do that separately. It's the same with like when couples fight in public. I think that's fucking so gross.
I've been there before. It's not good.
It happens once in a while.
But I
Look, I
regretted it.
get
Yeah,
it happens once. We've all done it, I guess. But there's those couples that they just always do it,
yeah.
and I'm like, to feel no shame ever. It's so fucked up.
No, man. When it
Obviously, like once in a while, it happens and you react or like whatever. But for the most part, you gotta keep it be like in the privacy of your home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it has to be behind closed doors. Like, that's one of my issues with those with those neighbors, because
They do it all the time, right? They
they
have it out.
they fight all the time. And literally one time, the daughter, she looks at her husband and she goes, "Why is it that every time you have to speak loudly so everybody can hear us?" I'm like, "Bitch, I don't hear him at all. You're the one that I hear keep talking all the time. It's not him. I barely hear his voice. It's you that's one
That's
that's talking loudly."
what's that called? That's gaslighting,
Dude, gaslighting,
right?
100%, dude. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy, dude.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
just, yeah, man. Like, the whole fighting in front of like strangers, that's like kind of fucked up. Like,
I just
go ahead.
crazy. I had this girlfriend before, and she would do stuff like she would bring up one little thing, and we'd be like out somewhere. She'd like purposely bring something up, and then to defend myself, I'd be like, "No, that wasn't what I was meaning by that." And she's like, "I don't want to do this here," and I'm like, "But you initiated it. Don't make it seem like I'm causing a scene." You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I don't know who that is, but I hate her already. Like, I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah, no, she was terrible. She was
she
terrible.
stinks. She stinks.
Yeah, she was awful. She did
Yeah, it's
stink.
like, maybe if you fuck me better. Well, I wasn't. Oh, I don't want to do this right now. Well, everybody knows now. Everybody knows.
Yeah, you said the embarrassing thing already. It was never anything like that, but it was always like stuff like like yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
making money, or it was stuff to like try to degrade me. You know what I
yeah, of
mean?
course. They're trying to bring you down and in front of
Yeah,
other people. It's like,
yeah.
and also, like, why would you be with somebody that you feel the need to bring down? If you feel like you want to do that to me, then why are you with me then? Like, just
What are we doing?
like
Yeah,
find somebody else then. Clearly you don't respect me. So what are we doing here? Like,
yeah, yeah.
I just don't get it. But I
She was a
think,
girl.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say she was a girl that was so bad. When I finally like broke up with her, I remember she was crying and she's like, "But I love you," and I was like, "You don't even like me."
No, you don't.
And
No.
she kind of like froze up, and then I just left. Like she had nothing else to really
You just
say.
like you give her the mic drop.
I put it on her. I
You
was
just give
like,
her
that was like the call out for every judgment she had been putting on me for like the year and a half we were together. I was like, they don't even like me.
no. No, you just like the idea of being in a relationship,
You want to be
because
in a relationship,
which
yeah.
is like, that's not what you're looking for. I don't give a fuck about that.
No,
Um,
because I can be alone. But if I'm
okay.
with somebody, it's because I want to be with them. It's not because I feel like they're completing me or something. You know what I mean?
Well, it's also like you're not with somebody because you feel like you have no other options. Like that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
I mean, especially, you and I, that's not how we operate. We don't
Oh,
like
buddy, they're lined up around the corner. That's what
hell
I'm talking
yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Just fucking call them the Pussy Town, the mayor of Pussy
about.
Town, baby.
They're Puss Town.
That's what Puss Town. That's what's up.
Puss Town.
No, I
Puss
think
Town.
a lot of people that do have that attitude, like just in general, like the very boisterous, like very just cunty, not giving a fuck attitude. I truly believe that these people have never been punched in the face. Like I feel like if you ever felt the pain of or embarrassment of being knocked out or
Oh
hit,
yeah, yeah,
I
for
think you would
sure.
be very cautious about how you would approach every situation. And that's why
Yeah,
it's mostly guys that are the ones that are very cautious. And it's usually, you've, not always, but usually it's always like women are the ones that are like outspoken too much sometimes or voice or something because obviously society, you can't hit them. So that's why I'm not saying that we should. I'm just saying
your
that's just
munchness is really coming out in this episode of the
I'm not
pod.
saying that we should hit women. That's far from it. I think we should
No,
very
no, no.
much.
I think women should hit women.
Exactly. I think that every guy in a
Like
relationship
somebody.
should hire a very like big, scary black woman. Like just a
Have you have you watched Damn You Michael Che, the sketch show?
no.
He's got a sketch about that where like a woman's giving you a hard time and you can't fuck her up, but you call pretty much like your ghetto girl and she comes and does it for you.
Hell yeah.
Hilarious. It's a
Hell
very
yeah.
funny sketch.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what it is. I think every guy should be friends with a scary black Jamaican lady.
yeah, yeah,
And she just comes in and just fucking slaps the shit out of whoever woman that you're with that's giving
yeah,
you a hard time. And I think that would be perfect. And you get your point across much easier and much safer.
yeah. I wish, like, sometimes I wish that, because, like, you met my sister. My sister's crazy, dude. My sister, like,
I haven't seen that side of her. She's
no,
very
you haven't seen
polite.
that side
She's
of her,
very
but
sweet.
trust me,
Well,
trust me.
I have to take
Like,
your
I don't
word
mean
for it.
crazy as in, like, I don't mean crazy as in, like, I just mean, like,
She'll fight.
she's fearless. Like, she wouldn't be afraid
She'll fight.
she's unafraid of confrontation if somebody that she cares about is being hurt. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And like it doesn't really help me now, but I wish that we had grown up together because there was definitely times in my life where to be able to sick my sister who's 2 years older than me,
Yeah.
to sick her on certain girls would have been great
Oh yeah. Hell yeah,
back
dude.
in the day.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I
Hell
mean?
yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Back in high school, there's like a melty girl in my geography class, and I could have just told Jenny to deal with it.
Just fucking
She's
head
the type
butter.
she's the type of person who would have dealt with it,
Yeah.
and I would have had way less problems growing up.
Well, especially the Copina clan. You guys have very strong noses. So like, if you just fucking like give it to her,
We just like literally we get them with the beak, with the
just
nose.
get them with the beak and fucking just knock out, lights out. They'll be like,
Jen's not even a copina. I think we get the noses maybe from my mom's side. I don't know.
well, I don't want to speak on your mom's nose. I want to offend her, but you
No,
might.
I don't want to offend her. Her giant nose.
Yeah,
Uh
it's fucking so funny. So what have you been up to, my friend? I know, but
whoa.
I want you to say
I had
it.
a full weekend. I had a full weekend.
I know. I think it's
Yeah.
the first time in a while that you've had the full weekend.
Well, like a couple weeks in a row, cause I did like a few shows in Michigan,
Yeah.
right? And now I'm back, and then I did these. So it's
See,
like a lot of driving, dude. I've been driving like crazy. But I went up
see.
to Kitchener with Doug, and we did the Crazy Canuck. We did Sandy McFarlane's show at that courtyard area. You know where I'm talking about. I did it with Rob Bebenik and Ali Hassan and
Oh, that's
Sandy
a
and Doug.
solid lineup.
Lineup, dude. Uh, super fun. Everybody killed.
Great.
Super fun time. And then I drove Chris, Adoranti, Manolis, and I to a rooftop show for fucking Jam Easy and Angelica Scrinora at a rooftop show.
Kind of mumble through that last name. I don't know.
Scrinora? Am I saying it wrong?
Scanora.
Skinora?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Scrinora.
Skinora?
You said Scranora.
Yeah, but it's Skinora?
Scanora, yes.
Am I doing it right now? I don't
Yeah.
listen to hip hop. Anyway,
I don't own any cooking books.
I don't.
You put the Scanora in the boiling water. It's like
Viva Italia or whatever. Um, but
how
yeah, they
is
were
how are those two hosts? Are they good?
good. They're good. It was good. It's good. I did. It was a fun show. It was like legit a super fun show too. And
Good.
again, like
Good.
everybody did great if you
Yeah.
don't count Jam Easy. And
Oh, all right. I gotta start a feud now. It's
hey, well, that's not even his real name. I'm not hurting
That's true.
anybody.
That's true. It's not his real name. It's
Nobody,
fucking
nobody's
yeah,
thinking,
fucking.
fuck.
You're 35. Use your real name for
Look,
God's sake, Jesus.
we all know there's several Jam Easies in stand-up
Yeah, I
comedy.
mean, way too
I
many to
can
count.
There's too many. Oh, fuck that. Amount of Jam Easies I've met since being in the biz.
It's like a lot of mics. It's the same thing with mics. So there's a lot of them.
It's true. Mike's and Jam Easies.
You
Very
talk
common.
into one. You hang out with one.
No, he was fine. I'm mostly joking. I say it because I made fun of him off the top.
I'm mostly joking.
I'm mostly joking. I made fun of him a lot off the top.
Oh,
Because
really?
he talked about how he's 5'7", and I was like, I close my eyes. You could just hear him and know he's short. And I was saying stuff like that about him. It was doing good. It was doing good.
Oh, I bet. That's funny.
Oh, dude. Well, he goes up there, man. This guy, comedy's back. You know what I mean? Because like it's gonna be this kind of shit.
Comedy's back. Comedy's back
You know
when
what comedy's back? The Jam Easies are back out there.
and
No,
when they're out there.
they're out there, baby. They're out there.
Well, no, I'm
It's
not
like,
gonna get booked on his show. Thanks a lot.
why? No, come on. He's a good sport.
Because
He
I'm
knew I was
associated with
joking
you. Now you're
around.
shitting on Jam Easy, talking about
I
how
love Jam Easy.
you're calling him Midget Easy now. It's not good. It's not nice.
I should have used that.
That's not
on the
good.
fucking
Now
Midget
see, now you're getting me excited. Now I'm fucking participating because I can't help
You
it.
know what they call their show?
What they
Jam
call
and Jelly.
it.
Because Angelica, Jam Easy.
So, but what's the jelly part?
Angelica Gel.
That's a little bit of fucking stretch. Come
No,
on,
I agree. Stretch. But I put it together eventually. I was like, Jam and Jelly, Jam and
yeah,
Jelly.
it's just fucking.
Oh, I got it.
It's too much of a stretch. Not as stretched as Jam Easy is, but it's very much stretched.
No, he stretched. He for sure stretched. While he was up there. He goes up. I, dude. He starts like making fun of fat girls and stuff. Like opening set as the host. You know what I mean?
I mean, does it? I mean, listen,
A lot
Jam
of women
Easy.
on this roof too, dude.
But
it's
also like,
easy.
Jam Easy. I love you, but like, let's be honest. You're not in the best shape yourself.
Well, you're no prize. That's what I'm saying.
I
I'm like,
mean,
you
come on.
boy.
Like, come on. The lack
Jam,
of
take it
aware.
to the kid.
Do you think your charisma's carrying you through like life? Like, do you think that's what it is?
He got a haircut too.
Well, he finally shaved everything other than the sides.
There's no man bun anymore, but it
Thank
somehow
God.
works. No, it's work.
Oh God.
It's like slicked back.
Oh my
It's short
God.
hair,
He's got
slicked
the
back.
he's got the fresh off the boat haircut. Oh my Lord.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, people from Brampton they're just the same.
No, they're just a
White,
disaster.
brown, doesn't matter.
No, they're all
They
problematic.
keep blaming the brown people, but it's clearly not. Clearly, Jam Easy's not.
That's the show, though. That's how it's gonna. That's comedy. You know what I mean? Like there's
That's
gonna be. Well, yeah, like not what he did, but what I mean, I'm joking.
I'm not gonna get booked on this show. God damn you, Jason. All right, continue.
Why?
Go
He's
ahead.
not listening to this. Who's? Come
I
on.
don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jam is busy, man.
Don't
So,
call it. Don't call him Jam like that. Don't.
Jam baby is a busy boy. Jam easy money ease. Yeah, he doesn't have time to listen to this shit.
So he's making fun of fat girls.
Yeah, yeah. Which is like,
Not
come
okay.
on,
Not nice.
come on. Just, just don't divide the audience completely as the host. How
Yes.
about that?
Yes.
You know, help me
Yes.
out a little.
Yeah.
But honestly, everybody did great. So it was fine. They were
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
anyway. So
So you're saying that he finally picked it up and got it back on track.
you did get it back on track,
Good.
actually,
Good.
which
Good.
is surprising. I'll give him credit for that. No. I just mean it's surprising when you do such controversial stuff
Yeah.
off the top.
Well, that's just how.
And then come
Yeah.
back and get them is impressive.
Well, like he's a funny guy, so yeah.
Okay. And then last night I was in Toronto again. I did Bubby's Boys.
Nice. Comedy's back, baby. Let's
Bubby's
go.
back, baby. The Bubby's Boys and I.
How are the Jews? Are they good?
The Jews are great. I made a joke about like I'm on this Jewish show as the blonde-haired, blue-eyed headliner at the end.
Literally,
People like that. People are like,
might as well just put themselves in the oven. Like, what's the point? Like,
yeah,
just,
like
what the
I didn't
fuck?
say that part. Dude, this show is right off the street.
What?
Like right off the street. Like the patio is like there's streetcars going by. And Italy just won the fucking
Oh my god.
near little Italy. They're going crazy. By the time I got up, there wasn't as much street noise, or by then the audience was used to like people being like Italy, and then like the comic just making a little joke about it or whatever.
Yeah.
All night, dude. All night.
I would love to hear some of the jokes that they had. Oh, smells like pasta in here.
I didn't make fun of them. I pretended like I was like, yeah, Team Italy. We did it, guys. Which made them, of course, like, what do I look like?
Well, yeah, you're either like British royalty or like. Well, you're either like British royalty or like Leonardo da Vinci's cousin, so it's not that far away.
Yeah. Well, both, I think. Even that show, a lot of comics on. It was good. Funny, very funny comics on the show.
How many
and
comics?
Robert Keckham was on too.
Whoa!
Robert Keckham.
Oh, I thought you said Robert Beckham.
Robert Beckham. No, that'd be better. He wouldn't talk about rape as much. He mentioned rape like 3 times in the first 30 seconds. And he's going on and I'm going on right after him. He said rape so many times. It's his show. He's one of the Bubby's Boys. He said rape so many times, dude. It's insane. So then I have to make fun of him off the top, too. Because Ariel's like, I can do damage control. I'm like, don't. I'll make fun of him. I want to. I'm like, I insist.
So Ariel's gonna do damage control of rape jokes?
I don't know what Ariel's gonna do. Yeah, to help anybody. But I'm like, I'll deal with it. You've done enough. I'll deal with that. He's like, okay. I go, yeah, you've done enough. You've done enough by associating with this character. Rape jokes.
Oh my god, dude, fuck. Oh shit. I don't know. I was starting to feel jealous of you doing comedy again.
The shows were fun. I swear to God. I'm just saying it's those things that you're like, I miss comedy so much. It's
Uh,
those things that you forget to think about. You're like, oh yeah, I got to deal with that shit again too.
yeah.
I was, dude, I was there forever too.
No,
I had
I
to park. I had to park on College Street, so I got free parking. But I was like nervous. I'm like, is it free after 9? I kept going back and checking on my
yeah.
car. You get so worried in Toronto, right?
Of course, yeah.
But that's 2 days in a row I drove into Toronto, and the second one, like the first one, like the Jam and Jelly show or
Yeah.
extravaganza, as I like to call it,
The what?
the Jam and Jelly extravaganza,
Of course, of course,
more so than a show,
of course.
more an experience than a show.
you, you just leave wanting more.
You do leave wanting more.
Was there any belly dancing?
There was not. That's how they got the rooftop, though. It's that like her family's dance studio is in
Uh,
there.
I
It's like
see.
the roof of her family's dance studio or something like that.
Well, that's good.
But with their show, there's actual parking, and it's not really like it's like more on like the outskirt of the city.
Mm.
But with Bubby's Boys, I was like downtown Toronto. I
I
was in
see.
it.
I see. I see.
It's annoying to drive in
Well,
Toronto.
yeah, I know. Yeah, so like the shows are going to be on the streets now, and it's like I'm just imagining like
Well, I don't think that they even really knew that that would be the case, or like they were like, "This is brutal timing for Italy to like
yes,
for the finals to be today and this to happen."
yeah,
Um, Honestly though, people listened. Like people were there. They
that's good.
watched the show. A bunch of people ended up like following me after on Instagram. That's the thing that's been happening after these shows too. I'm not handing out cards or trying to hustle or do stuff like
No,
that.
no,
They're seeking you out because they're so excited comedy's back.
yeah.
They're seeking you out to support you, which was like very cool too.
Well, it seems like most shows, if not all the shows, are just getting sold out very easily. Like
Dude, like the one we're doing in London is sold out.
it's already sold out. It's not
Uh,
even. It's a week. It's a week. It's still a
like
week.
a week away.
That
Yeah.
that did not happen before the pandemic. Like yeah,
No, for sure.
yeah, like it would probably get sold out like the day before, maybe something like that. But like now I'm
There's a
seeing like,
Bubby's Voice was sold out.
and that never happens.
$15 tickets, 60 people, 20 streetcars.
There you go.
What
There
do
you
you
go.
do?
Easy, easy.
Yeah.
Streetcars there. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that the cops don't give them a ticket for just having really bad jokes. That's really what it is. You know.
I think, yeah. Like, how many times did you say rape in public before you
I
were
mean,
booked?
yeah, you're cut off. You know,
Yeah.
it's like booze. You know, like once in a while, like we don't serve you here anymore. Like
I
yeah.
think he used his 3 and then he's done.
Well, you know, he's a you know he's a young fella, full of
No, I know.
full of
I know.
spunk. You know, just you know, he sees himself as the next Andrew Schultz, and that's just that's the way.
Yeah.
You know, his method might be clumsy a little bit, but he does it. You know,
He's doing it for sure.
he's doing it.
He's doing it.
He's
It
doing
was
it.
funny.
Of
Like, it
course,
wasn't funny to
it was
people,
funny.
but it was funny to me because I'm
Of
like, it's
course,
ridiculous. I'm
it's
like, we're right back to this kind of stuff.
it's teetering on the edge of absurdity almost because like
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm back into it again. Like this is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
this is the part that I
It,
forgot about comedy.
it's the exact kind of shit that you have to deal with when you're headlining because it's like, oh, a lot of the comics ran long. An extra spot was given away. They ran long. And the guy before me is like alienating the audience. I'm like, this is classic.
Check, check, check.
Check. Yeah, this is classic, like what you have to deal with sometimes. Uh, but they were still great. People are so hungry for comedy,
That's good.
they snapped right back out of it.
That's good. That's good. Maybe
So,
maybe the lockdown was good. Maybe the lockdown was good in the long term. You know, it helps. Um, yeah, my first show is this Saturday, and honestly like
you're
I don't.
like featuring too. You're doing a decent amount
I'm
of
doing
time.
10 minutes. I'm doing 10 minutes.
I thought it was 15.
No, it's not 15. No,
10?
don't
Okay.
fucking spread these. I can fucking show the message right now
All
if
right.
you want.
Hey, I don't know anything. I don't know.
Sure, yeah. No, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm very honestly like I'm excited. You know, I'm not really obviously I want to be able to do great, but I don't expect myself to do great, which is but you know I'll just do my best
Yeah.
and I don't know. Hopefully, I don't bomb too hard to the point where the host doesn't have to do too much time after me. That's the other thing too. You ever notice like sometimes when you do great and the host still does like a lot of time after you,
I hate it.
and it's like insulting. Like I did good. No, no,
Nigga, you don't need it. We don't need you. That's
I
just a selfish host.
I want to do so well that you just go up and you're like, all right, you're next, you're headliner. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like just
Dude,
keep
if
it
I'm
going.
hosting, I love it when somebody kills because that's it. I go, let's keep it rolling, baby. Keep it
Yeah,
moving.
yeah, like I told him to get into comedy. Like you like can lie, like you're the reason why that guy is into comedy
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
you.
And then you just keep going.
Keep it going. Yeah, but when a host does time after you, even though like you killed, like it's like so insulting. Like
Greedy, greedy.
what
Well,
you do?
you know what they're doing? They're trying. It's their ego's bruised, and they're like, "Well, I'll do good after him to show you I'm the man."
Nah.
I think it's what it is sometimes with
Yeah,
these guys.
it's like I don't know. I hate to break it to you, but most of the audience don't even know that hosts are comedians. So you're really like not
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
any.
Like, what are you doing? Just, just manage the show.
Also,
Just keep
like
it under control.
also like I don't know, like I don't know about you, but like I think when you get into comedy, the goal is not to be known as a great host. Like that's not really the goal. Like
Some guys they aspire to be
I
like,
mean, like I want to be the best MC there.
yeah,
I want to be the best person to just keep calling on open micers one after the other, bomb after bomb. That's what I
bomb
want to
after
do.
bomb,
I want
picking them
to
back
I want
up.
to be the best to pick up the pieces.
Yeah,
All right after a good half hour of rape jokes.
I want to
That's what I
be
want to do.
rambling to find a joke that will, yeah, snap this audience back into the
Yeah.
show.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to do it.
Yeah, full weekend.
And I think
I'm
I've and was that?
because I was gonna say like I'm with Doug Honing
Mm.
Friday at Niagara on the Lake for David Green's show,
Ooh.
the fun show,
Yeah.
and then with you on Saturday.
That's a good show. That's a good show.
I think they're both good shows.
No, 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 no. They're both
Heard good
great.
things about London Brew Co. Anyways,
I've
so I
why
haven't done it.
why did you have to abbreviate it? Just say London Brew. Why you,
That's London Brew Co.
oh my god, no, stop saying
Is
that.
that not how you say it?
Just stop saying it. It's just really
It's
annoying.
a Jam and Jelly production.
Yeah, it's the Jam and Rape production. You should do that show. I want to
Oh
see that show.
no! Hey, hey! Angelica does not do jokes about rape
No, no,
that
I
I've
want
heard.
him and Robert Cackham to do a show together.
Oh, you want him and Robert Keckham to work together, the dream team, if you will.
Yeah, the Jam and Rape show, where
I
they
don't know
just
if Jam is. I don't think Jam is Jewish.
yeah, is that
And
like strictly like they have
Bubby's
to?
boys. Well, they're very strict.
I see, I see, I see. Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no, no,
Bubby's
no,
boys.
no shellfish, but we can talk about rape all we want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are the
I
rules.
see, they don't. I'm sorry,
Bubby's
us.
boys.
It's just us Gentiles. We don't get it. You know,
No,
sometimes we
I
just
don't. I really don't get it.
we don't get it. No, I would
They
love
don't get
it.
the
I would
wrong
love it if
context.
like I would love it if like he makes fun of fat women and he just talks about raping them, and that's just like the dynamic that they have.
They jump back and forth on it. He's talking about fat girls. Keckham's just like, well, I'd rape one. You know what I mean? And that's like their banter.
And they
Oh.
both
And the comics would still go do the show. Comics would just be like standing on the side going, fuck, I gotta fucking go up.
I want to do a show where I test how far comics are willing to withstand just to be on a show. Like
Before, yeah.
I want to purposely set up a show that is so it's run badly. The hosts don't do any attempt at like mixing it up or like actually doing their job,
Right.
and people just get bumped for no reason. and I just want to see how far like comics are gonna be like.
I,
Can I get
you'll
a
push.
spot on your show? I just
Yeah, yeah. Bump good comics too. Bump good comics for really bad
yeah,
comics.
like Rob Pugh comes in and I'm like, hey, listen, there's a new open micer that came
Uh,
in and he wants to be on the
push
show.
them back for sure. For sure, push them way back. See if he snaps. That's hilarious.
Just to see how far they get. But
Yeah,
like speaking of like,
like
I
you'll
want
never have friends in the community again,
never,
but
no,
see how far you can push it.
because you can't even be like, hey guys, that was a prank, by the way. I was just joking. They're like, no, we don't give a fuck. You suck.
Like,
Like,
no, we really went through it, so it's not a prank.
it's not funny.
We
But
hate you.
I,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I understand. Yeah, I want Jam Easy and Rob Kakim to be both on stage at the same time.
Yeah,
Do
two mics, banter, and I'm headlining. That's my that's my dream. I think that's every boy's dream.
oh my god. Well, just for the to clarify, we were just joking, and we love all those guys. We love their shows,
No, obviously the shows were like fun. It was just good to be back. It's just
of course.
like the characters you deal with sometimes
No,
in
no,
stand.
and
They're just funny to me.
they're all sweet people. They just
Yeah,
misunderstood. That's all. But they're very sweet people, and
yeah.
that's why we love them for their colorful personalities.
In language,
Yeah, the very and the naughty, the salty language that they have.
a lot of colorful language out of these
Very,
characters.
very salty. Well, all right. Well, wow. Actually, that was a very fast hour. We did it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You want me to give some more opinions on comics?
Listen, you started and not me. I was trying
I
to
know. I don't. Hey, I made fun of them to their faces, both
I,
of them.
and I've made
I
fun.
everything that I said here, I said to them, so I don't feel bad at all. I
And,
made fun of them.
I've said it to them too. It's fine.
Yeah, you said it through here like a coward.
If I see them, I will easily say it. I have no problem
I know
doing
you
it.
would. I know you
I
would.
I
I know you.
literally like
You're a
I'll,
good guy. You're a good guy.
I have longer hair than them. I'm Arab and they're not, so I have that advantage.
Is
Uh,
that a burn?
well, no, that the fact that I'm not scared. As an Arab, there's very few things that scare you as an Arab.
Yeah, that's true. You're fearless. You're fearless
Of
people.
course, yeah.
We're gonna go.
We're the descendants of some warrior. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of horrible things, you know.
I didn't say that. No,
Well,
you're just
well,
no, you're
let's
just
get
adding
about it.
stuff now. Easy there, Copina.
Let's
Don't have to
do
do.
this.
It's not like your
Hey,
hands are any clean.
no, I did. Yeah, no, I caused the problems. I don't experience them. It's different.
Yeah, if
But,
anything, we were on both sides of it. We've done it. We've caused grief and we've received it too.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, you've been on both sides.
I'm not saying our hands are clean at all,
No,
but
of
yeah.
course not. You're
so
dirty.
excited, so excited to point it out. Oh, of course not.
Wow. We know what your dirty hands.
Dude, you ever like, by the way, speaking of dirty, you ever like when you're sleeping, you ever catch yourself farting?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, it's so embarrassing, man. It's so embarrassing.
Ah.
It's like really humiliating. I don't know how to deal with it.
You think you fart a lot in your sleep?
Yeah, dude, I've
Mode?
no, she's so sweet. She
No.
doesn't, but I only catch myself farting when I'm at her place for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh.
When I'm on my own sleeping here, I'm probably lighting it up. But
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's because
You
it's
ever
just
wake
me.
up in the morning? You ever wake up in the morning and your room smells so bad, and you're like, "What did I do?" Because
You
you didn't
start
shit,
you
you like
start,
chat,
you start
and
pulling
you're
up.
like,
You're shedding like you just
"Ah, it's
yeah,
just horrible."
that's not dead skin. That's just like farts are just like
It's like gas remnants. They're like, yeah, poo particles.
you guess why you're not supposed to smoke as soon as you wake up. You like might light yourself on
No, if
fire.
you light one in bed, you're going up in
Yeah,
flames.
that's why you don't
Don't
smoke in
smoke in
bed.
bed. That's right. Good call.
Dangerous. All the
Good call.
ammonia is just all everywhere. Well, all right. So you and I, We're gonna see each other on Saturday. We're gonna see each other for
Yeah,
the first time. God damn,
in years.
I missed touching your face.
Yeah. Well, you'll have plenty of time to tomorrow. Or no, Saturday.
Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Well, anyways, folks, so thank you so much for tuning in, Jason. I
Yeah.
love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
All right, well, we'll talk to you guys next Tuesday. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and follow us on all the social medias and tell your friends.
Yeah.
Bye.